Good evening, all. Chairman of the Equal Opportunities Commission, ladies and gentlemen. I guess I got the two. So, you s- when I was asked to contribute to this session, and I was told that I had 5 minutes, I thought that I would speak about a sort of niche area that other people may not, were not likely to speak about, and that is about how we treat our aged, and in particular, our aged who some people think are unable to contribute to the larger good of society. Now, I have had the experience, or I'm having the experience of having to baby a parent who is going down the road of Alzheimer's. And in doing my studies and research, because you have to prepare yourself for this, because Alzheimer's and a patient suffering with Alzheimer's is someone suffering with brain damage. So, what others think of as simply bad behavior, false accusations of theft, paranoia, and that kind of thing, unusual aggression, those things are not simply personality changes or choices that the person is bringing upon himself and upon others in the family. That person really has no choice because his brain is allowing him or permitting him to behave in a certain way, unfortunately. Then these people become victims of violence, and I was shocked to see on social media videos being put about, just like you have videos of kids fighting in school and so on. I was shocked to find that there were also videos on social media of people abusing their parents and telling them things, well, you're accusing me of stealing, well, you know I don't steal, why are you saying that, and so on. And it made me realize that a lot of this may have come from ignorance. Because if someone accuses you out of the blue of stealing, you may think that that person is simply choosing to be nasty to you, and you will have a very visceral response to it without understanding that this is a brain damaged person that you're speaking with. Alzheimer's makes it really difficult to appreciate that because for much of the time, at least in the beginning, the person is lucid, can have intelligent conversations, is funny, is normal, is natural, is kind, is able to recognize you, is able to talk about day-to-day events. But the thing is, you have to appreciate that there are certain signs and symptoms that you need to look for. Now, in a sense, I'm lucky because I sort of suspected what was happening, and I was able to take that relative to a doctor and have a proper diagnosis and try to arrange for whatever treatment is available and so on. But then I started thinking about the many old people, or not even old people. For example, Professor Jit Samaru, who is now deceased, died an early death from Alzheimer's. So it is a disease which affects many people. Very often it affects the old and the people who are unable to protect themselves, but it can also affect others. So I think when we talk about human rights and human dignity and so on, we also have to focus on those who are really without the capacity to say, protect me. We have to educate ourselves to recognize the signs and the symptoms of a disease like this and to protect this population, because even though they are suffering from a disease, they still have things to contribute in terms of love, caring for others, playing a part in their families. So this is my small contribution to this event this evening. Thank you very much.